What is plant tissue culture? Plant tissue culture is a special type of the asexual propagation or regeneration. So we need to know what is a propagation or regeneration and what is asexual propagation or regeneration, and then there is another type of the propagation or regeneration is known as a sexual reproduction or regeneration. So we will talk about what is a vegetative means of plant regeneration. So when plants are regenerated using its body parts, it is known as a vegetative means of plant regeneration. As you can see here in the picture, the twig is cut down from the mother plant or parent plant and it is planted into the new pot where it will start to grow, and their roots will be formed and new plant will be formed. So this is a vegetative type of the plant regeneration. It is known as a cutting. This is another type of the vegetative means of the plant regeneration. It is known as a mound layering. In the upper picture you will be able to see the mound layering, where the twig is forced down there in the soil and allowed to grow over there, where it will produce the roots, and after formation of the roots the new plant will be formed. So we need to cut the twig and new plant will be there. Or in the below pictures you will be able to see bark tissue is removed in around 2 to 3 centimeter area and it is covered with the soil, and then the mud, what we say, moist soil, and then it is covered again with the moss and paper, so that the moisture will retain there, and after some time or some days there will be root formation, and when there will be root formation we can cut that twig and plant to the new pot or the new place where it will grow as a new plant. So it is again a vegetative means of the plant regeneration. Method of the vegetative means of plant regeneration, it is by means of the corm or bulbs or rhizomes or tubers or runners or stolons. So in many different type of the plants, for example, in case of the onion or in case of the garlic, the plants are regenerated by means of the different vegetative parts. So bulb is the example of the onion or garlic. Rhizome is the best example for the regeneration for ginger. Tubers is the best example for the tubers. These tubers may be of two types, stem tubers or root tubers. Stem tubers in case of the potato, whereas root tubers in case of the sweet potato. Whereas stolons can also be used for the regeneration of the plant. For example, in case of the strawberry, which is having a weak stem which goes or which grows in different direction. So and there it produces the roots. So we can get the new plant by this means. Or the last method of regeneration of this which we are going to talk about is the plant tissue culture. So likewise, plants are propagated inside the vessel or inside the tube, and there they are allowed to grow. The required nutritional conditions or environmental conditions are provided so that it will grow there. So this is nothing but the asexual means of the propagation, and because of that tissue culture is known as a asexual means of plant propagation or plant regeneration. Sexual means of the plant regeneration. This is another method of the regeneration or propagation or the reproduction among the plants. We have seen that plants can be regenerated or propagated using vegetative parts of the plant. Likewise, there is a involvement of the what we say the gametes. So two different sexes, male sex and female sex, are involved in the regeneration, is known as a sexual means of the plant regeneration. In sexual regeneration, what happens? So plant is, or the flowering plants which are having this flower which is a reproductive structure, and there anther is a male reproductive structure or organ, and that is known as androecium is a male reproductive structure, and gynoecium is a female reproductive structure. Anther produces pollens, and these pollens are having gametes, so known as a male gametes, because pollens will travel towards the gynoecium. So gynoecium is made up of the ovary, style and stigma. So the pollens will reach to the stigma, there it will germinate, and this pollen tube will reach to the ovary, will go or travel towards the ovary, and it will reach to the ovule. Inside the ovule, there is a embryo sac which consists of 8 nuclei and 7 cell structure. So this male gamete, that is coming from the pollen tube, will fuse with the female gamete, that is the egg cell, and there will be fertilization of these two sexes, that is the male gamete and the female gamete, and the resultant product is known as a zygote. So this zygote is a single cell structure. So this single cell structure will grow or will divide again and again and produce the embryo, the process known as embryogenesis. So this formation of the embryo from a zygote, that is a single cell, that is the formation of the multicellular structure, that is the embryo, will develop into the seed, and ultimately it will develop into the a new plant. When the favorable conditions are available there for the seed, it will germinate and it will grow. So we are going to get the new plant by this means, because there are two different sexes are involved in this, male and female sexes are involved. So, and the fertilization of this or the fusion of the male and female gamete results into the formation of the zygote and ultimately to the seed, and that is going to produce the new plant, and because of that it is known as a sexual means of the plant regeneration. When we talk about the plant tissue culture, there is no involvement of any kind of the sex. Vegetative part is used for the regeneration of the plant under the in vitro condition, and because of that it is known as a plant tissue culture. So what is a plant tissue culture? It is a technique of growing cells, tissues, organs or other plant parts in a sterile environment on a nutrient medium under in vitro conditions. So we are going to grow these cells or tissues or organs or any part of the plant or organ inside the tube under the controlled conditions. We are going to supply the nutrients required by that plant material, and we are going to provide the aseptic conditions. So there will be no any other organism, microorganism or contaminant there, and so that it will start to grow into the new plant. So this is the known as a plant tissue culture. Thus history begins with the concept of the cell and cell theory. So how these cells are going to divide or how the cells are going to add the new cells. So we need to discuss about that. So we will talk in the next part about this, how the cell are going to divide and going to produce the new cells. So how this concept developed, that is the cell theory and cellular totipotency, will discuss in the next part.